You're looking to build new construction, and the question comes up, I'm building new construction, I'm looking to buy new construction. Should I have my own real estate agent? I've got an expert here with us today, Angela Olmos from Florida Homes Realty, to share the what, the why, and the how of bringing your agent to help you to find the perfect new home for you. Angela, welcome.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Happy having you. By way of background, you spent more than a decade as a site agent for multiple builders around town. You know that side of the business.
I do. Extremely fortunate to have spent, like you said, over 10 years with some of the largest national builders and private builders here in Northeast Florida. Really great communities I was able to sell at, including Nocatee, which is one of the top selling communities in the whole United States. So yeah, new construction is something that I'm very comfortable with and very familiar with.
So I'm asked the question often, if there's a site agent with the builder, what is the value to me, the home buyer, in having a professional relationship with a real estate agent to take me to the various builders? Why?
So that's a great question. One of the things that we have to analyze, the very basics of a real estate transaction, is you typically have two agents. You have a seller's agent and you have a buyer's agent. New construction site agents are highly trained individuals that work for the seller, in this case, the builder. Okay, so they're absolutely assigned to represent the seller and the seller only. Now, from buyer's standpoint, it actually makes sense to have someone on your court standing right beside you to walk you through the process, so you're never surprised as to what's coming next. One of the things that is really special about buying a brand new home is that you get to put your personal stamp on it. But along with that, there's a lot more checks and balances that have to be cared for compared to a typical resale type of transaction.
There's a lot of decisions along the way that's nice to be guided through.
Most definitely, yeah. So it starts with selecting the right home site, then later on selecting the right floor plan, what structural options you might want to add, what interior upgrades would you want to add, checking in with the builders to find out where you're at throughout the process. There's also a lender involved, there's a title company involved. So it's always nice to have someone representing you, being on your side of the court to make sure that everything runs smoothly.
How do you leverage may be the word, your years and years and years as a site agent, your relationships with dozens, if not hundreds of site agents all over the area? How do you use that to the best advantage of your customer, the new home buyer?
Absolutely. So it works really well when I have a connection with the site agents in sense of finding out what incentives might be available at that particular time when my buyers are ready to buy.
You know to ask the question.
Oh, most definitely. And that's the trick right there, knowing exactly what questions to ask at what phase in the transaction. So those relationships are something that have proven to be extremely valuable to me and my clients, because then I know where, depending on their needs, where I should take them.
In terms of builder or community or even specific model?
Absolutely. All of them.
Mm-hmm. I understand. So if I'm a home buyer, I'm interested in new construction, does it cost me more to work with you and have my own agent to guide and comfort me? I
am so glad you asked that. Actually, there is no cost to our buyers when they're buying new construction. Just like with any resale transaction, the seller pays the commission. So in this case, the builder being the seller pays for the cost of the buyer's representation from a real estate standpoint. So my commission do come from a builder, not necessarily my buyers.
I understand. I'm very involved with the Sales and Marketing Council at NEFPA.
Yeah.
From my perspective, that is a great place for the general real estate agent to begin to hone those relationships with site agents. Do you likewise speak in favor of creating those relationships so they can truly serve the buyer better?
Absolutely. So just like with anything in real estate, it's all about relationships and relationship building, and that is the glue of the transaction. So absolutely, if this is a niche that you want to stay in, you definitely have to have those relationships and invest in those relationships to make sure that they're mutually beneficial. So in that case, it's beneficial for the builder as well as it is for the buyer and the buyer's agent.
Well, you were very successful at serving your customers as a site agent. You've been immensely successful at serving customers now in general real estate, guiding them through new construction. What's the website for people who would like to set up a time to have a conversation with you?
Yeah, absolutely. My website is angelaknowsrealestate.com.
Angela knows realestate.com. I believe she does. I know her, I like her, I trust her, and I appreciate Angela for spending the time with us.